Hello and welcome back, everyone, to a Nigoro game on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. Cloud and I, Mr. Gerdat, are having returned to, well, the last Nigoro game that we did was La-Mulana 1. And because I actually really enjoyed the La-Mulana 1 randomizer, I decided that we were going to go do something that I can't actually finish. So, oh dear.
Going into the Tomb of the Lost.
Several years ago, we did La-Mulana 1 randomizer.
And then we set the game console on fire. Then, from the ashes of all the molten
plastic. But as you may recall,
plastic.
Mr. Cloud, during the end of the La-Mulana 1 randomizer, Lameza fought La-Mulana and successfully defeated her, but there was a little bit of a thing that happened towards the end that she was, doing. So, welcome everyone to La-Mulana 2.
The Eye of the Beholder.
Yes, well, there aren't any beholders in this game, thankfully, but we do have Lumeza Kusugi now. She is the daughter of Lameza. I don't think we ever actually encounter her mom. Hi, Elder Zelpud.
Oh, so she does have a face.
Yes, she does have a face. And a hat. A bunch of the older treasures from La-Mulana 1. Sean's going to show up in this game, too.
Time to explore and discover glory.
Hi, Mulbrook. That's technically a spoiler, but yeah, Mulbrook is out and about.
USA, USA, USA.
Yes, the United States ascot. And there's another character that we've not actually been introduced to yet. We don't actually know her name yet, although she was in the first game as well.
The zeroth body, the ninth spirit.
Ninth spirit. That refers to something that we will not be encountering during this playthrough because, okay, I gotta get this out of the way early. We are not going to be completing La-Mulana 2.
Damn.
And there are several reasons for that. The most obvious of which is that I am not skilled enough at the game, specifically skilled enough at the combat in the game, in order to successfully get all the way through to the very end. And it is annoying to me that I am not actually skilled enough at the game to get to the very end. But yeah, the environmental hazards that show up at the towards the final third of the game just get absolutely ridiculous. I will go out on record and say that La-Mulana 1 is, despite how difficult the puzzles tend to be, is a significantly better gameplay experience than La-Mulana 2. Despite the very noticeable increase in production values that La-Mulana 2 actually has. Also, Zelpud is not going to keep this harem for that long, so if you're grossed out about it, don't worry. He only keeps this harem for like the first couple of bosses.
Well, I mean, we don't know that it's a harem. Maybe they just like chilling.
Also, Robin Williams reference.
Let's go to the hot spot.
So, Zelputter, which is, just a Zelpud's version of Twitter, is going to be our primary method of communicating with all of the different NPCs this time around. And it's very important. It's very important that you know that, specifically because a lot of the major hits that both Zelpud and some of the other characters are going to give you are very easy to misinterpret from Zelputter. So it's important that you know that that's where they are.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but whips and chains get me excited for adventure.
Sure thing, Rihanna. Hey, Alcidana. So, another interesting thing is that all four of the philosophers survive La-Mulana 1 and are more or less just hanging around. Alcidana himself is, critically old, so It is sad for him.
I love that about video game sequels is that, you know, maybe physically there's only been a space of like 4 or 5 years in between games. Hell, sometimes there's only like a space of like 10 months in between game releases. And then the lore will say, oh, it has been 25 years since we last laid eyes upon the world. Welcome to this strange transition of time, young traveler.
To be perfectly honest, it is a nebulous amount of time that has passed, but it's not entirely nebulous. At the very minimum, I think it's safe to assume that it's been 10 years. It's probably been closer to 18, though. You know, mostly because Lumisa rather is a ninja trained Kasugi, and you know that probably takes a significant amount of time.
It takes time to learn how to be a master of the arts of combat.
Yes, which past Gerdat is not.
Oh, hey, no falling damage. Nice.
Although there is no falling damage, you still get stunned when you fall from too great a height. So it can put you in precarious situations.
Right. Don't fall next to an enemy. Bats are enemies. You should watch out for bats. They may bite you.
Nah, at least for this part of the game. Waha.
Heh. Oh wait, but Lumisa doesn't have an animation of her actually looking forward through the fairgrounds like picture taking thing.
She does not.
So
yay, we got the shell horn.
There have been significant and noticeable improvements in the polish department between La-Mulanas 1 and 2. It's impressive how really thoroughly they fleshed out the animation in this game.
Oh yeah, and one of the things that becomes actually a distracting point of improvement is that although Lumesa did actually have an aura of light around him, Lumisa's is about twice as big and much more noticeable. It gets to be minorly distracting in specific areas.
Oh, what? That she's just got a sphere of vision around her at all times?
Yeah.
I think it's fine. I mean, I think the
right
character
now
model.
it's fine. Right now it's fine, specifically because this area is actually quite well lit. But in other parts of the ruins that we will be exploring, it gets to be minorly distracting to the point where you think that something is there when they are not.
I guess it takes a little getting used to.
Another shop, Heiner's shop. His shop is not open yet, but thankfully he tells us how to open this treasure chest.
Yes, please give me a second to set up a ladder. How did you get in here?
So, we have once again acquired a Holy Grail, which means that we now have the ability to teleport to Grail points.
Oh, we already have a Holy Grail. Okay, all right, game's over. We got the Holy Grail.
No, we just got the Holy Grail.
What do you mean we just got the Holy Grail? Nobody just gets the Holy Grail. You gotta go on an adventure first. We're practically running errands. Next stop is the gas station.
Well, we are picking up a bunch of loose change, so.
Yeah.
The revisit to the earlier zones for La-Mulana 1 is specifically here to get you more comfortable with how more acrobatic Lumisa is over base Lamesa. She runs faster. She attacks slightly faster. Her attack arc with the whip is more comfortable, and yeah, she honestly is at base more competent in combat than Lamesa was. However, the game is going to test you on those abilities much more frequently than the previous game did. So now we can save at this impromptu Grail point.
Nice. We just gotta go to the barrel with shiny cotton candy on top, and you can save your game. But there's more than one shiny barrel with cotton candy on top. They're everywhere. It's like they might as well have just put autosave in at this point.
I'm actually thankful that I am thankful that the autosave that we do have is still context sensitive.
Last words of a skeleton. I think I hear rocks falling from above.
Uh-oh, the music has faded out, Mr. Cloud. What could that mean?
It means we're about to fight a... Oh, that escalated quickly. And we have just taken damage.
Thankfully, the first time that we fight Ratatusker, he is, just here to show off that, hey, I exist. Hey, Samaranta.
You call that a squirrel?
I mean, it looks like a squirrel, a very large squirrel, but he looks like a squirrel.
It's a squirrel-strosity.
So Samaranta here is attempting to explain that the reason why we're here is to go and explore La-Mulana, mostly because a lot of the artifacts from the original La-Mulana have apparently gone missing. Yeah, as past annotations Gerdat is mentioning here, we are one of the smaller reasons why we're not doing a full playthrough is because hunting down and finishing off Ratatusker requires going through a particular field that I am just not dealing with. No. As we get later into the playthrough, I will expand on that slightly more, but right now it is not relevant. Also, we have returned to Gate of Illusion, where Phobos has set up a shop. Well, not a shop, but a research tent.
With a battery-powered computer. Oh, I remember that. The mother, one of the final bosses of La-Mulana 1.
The final boss, in fact. And Phobos is giving us a brief rundown of one of the primary plot points of La-Mulana 1 was that the children of La-Mulana were the individual races that she spawned in order to try to get her back into space.
Like the little subtle hand movement on the avatar for Phobos on the right.
Isn't it a good-looking statue, Mr. Cloud?
This is called the child statue, not to be confused with the parent's statue.
Anyway, let's break it.
Heh, nice. And inside was contained a door.
A door!
Nice. Open sesame!
I'm sorry, Phobos, but we do actually want to start the video game, so...
I say the game started as soon as we could start taking damage, and already we've been hit twice.
Alright. In the next episode, we will leave what is a preemptive tutorial island in order to actually get into our first actual field. Be safe, everybody.